And hello and welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Well, it's Tuesday, actually. Sorry about that. You got the double welcome, the double wrong welcome, but that's okay. We are currently sitting in the general aviation area of the Teterboro Airport. We're getting ready to head up to Boston. Tonight is it's a BVA RTCC regional event that they have every so often, a couple times a month, really. And today, the one of the airports featured is actually Boston. And I apologize. This this thing loaded in kind of a weird state today, so I'm getting beeped at because I'm not my takeoff config is not ready, and so as we get things fired up, we're gonna that might be part of the issue. Anyway, we have flaps down. We shouldn't have flaps down, and um, no oil pressure because the engines are start all that good stuff. So as we get things rolling, we should be good to go. But anyway, today's flight is Teterboro to Boston, and happy to have you along. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Happy happy BVA regional fly-in downwind sim. Hello, hello. Good to see you, my man. Trying to get. I do not have any ATIS for Teterboro, but I do have my flight plan filed, and I am always somewhat confused about who to check in here. New York is a confusing airspace for me. So Teterboro, where are we? Up here. So I think we need the. I think we need. What do we need? JFK? No, New York CAM approach. All right. So we'll tune that in. We'll get our clearance and make sure that we're in good shape here before we get crazy. 128 decimal 12. Tomorrow is your birthday. Are you asking me, or are you asking if I know that tomorrow is your birthday, Downwind Sim? Oh, tomorrow is D-Day. Sorry, I thought I saw B-Day. Yeah, tomorrow's D-Day. Kiddos are back, and I'll be ready to rock and roll, man. I had a teacher actually come down the hall at the end of the day today and said the most awesome thing I'd heard all day, which is, "Hey, did you know it's only uh, 15 more hours until the kids get to come back?" And I'm like, that's an awesome attitude to have. We've got a really fun staff, and anyway, I talk about that more later. Let's get this thing fired up here. I'm gonna get check in with Approach and see if they're the ones that I get my clearance from. And New York Approach 850 Hotel Papa.
Hotel Papa Nelly departure.
Yes, sir. I am on the ground currently at Teterboro, and I was going to see if I got my IFR clearance through you.
Negatives, I do not control Teterboro Airport.
Okay, thank you. All right, that answers that question. We'll go over to New York Center then.
And just to make sure your departing aircraft is Kilo Juliet Bravo Romeo, you might want to correct it as well.
I have no idea what he just said. I'm going to go to 2532 and check in there. While I do that, because we're just barely in the New York airspace. So New York Center 850 Hotel Papa.
850 Hotel Papa, New York Center.
Yes, sir. On the ground, Teterboro. With the weather, we'd like to request IFR clearance to Boston.
Remember, 850 Hotel Papa, your clearance on request.
All right, there we go. So we're going to check out normal procedures here. We've done the safety inspection already. So we're going to go to power up. Me and this. There we go. Me and this spinning thing. Yeah, okay. Battery switches. Those are on. GPU button is connected. Overhead panel is checked. Alright, we're ready to fire things up. So oxygen flow, microphone checked. That's really actually not, I don't know that that's even really simulated here, but yeah, that's about all I know how to do there. We'll test our warnings here. That looks good.
And remember, 850 Hotel Papa, sir, please check your flight plan, sir. I'm not showing it valid heading to Boston.
Oh, geez. No, you're not. Now, my apologies. Let me update that. I don't know how I missed that. I'll refile here in just a second. Yeah, I filed. Holy cow, I'm filed. It's all off. Holy cow, what the heck happened there? It's like it reloaded an old flight plan. All right, well, sometimes these things happen. This is only a 30-minute flight, but I'm working on making it like a 1-hour flight. Jeez. All right. Man, oh man. All right. Yeah, it even has the wrong. Oh boy. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. All right. And I apologize for saying I'm not sure what happened there, but it should be the correct flight plan right now for 850 Hotel Papa. Yowza. It had a route in from yesterday.
That's much better, thank you.
No wonder he was confused. All right, so let's see.
And November 0 Hotel Papa cleared to Boston Logan Airport. Teterboro 2 departure radar vectors breezy and is filed. Maintain 2000, expect flight level 23010 minutes after. Departure with me, squawk 6643.
Cleared to Boston, Teterboro 2, departure breezy transition and is filed. Will maintain 2000, expect 230, departure frequency with you, squawk 6643, 850 Hotel Papa.
November 0 Hotel Papa, read back is pushing and starting discretion, expect runway 24 for departure. Teterboro altimeter. Stand by. Teterboro altimeter 3001 and calling ready holding short of run.
We'll expect 243001. We'll call you holding short, 850 Hotel Papa. He broke up a little bit there on the hold short point, but I think I know where we're going. So, all right, downwind sim. Did they put the sign out? No, I got outvoted. My secretary had already put a bunch of stuff out there, and so yeah, so we didn't. She told me I could if I wanted to, but I didn't. I did not have time to do that, so it'll have to wait for another year. All right, external lights. We've got the nav light strobe is on. We are going to have to arm the emergency lights here in just a minute, so I'll go ahead and put that on. That's our next thing on the checklist. Fuel quantity, we actually just have everything completely topped off today. We're going to be a little heavy, but I think that's okay. Oxygen ignition switches to auto. And thrust lever to idle, which it is.
Sun Country 269, radar contact to Jonestown VOR, descend and maintain flight level 250.
Really hoping that engine glitch doesn't bite us in this one here. Parking brake is set. Doors are closed. We are ready. We're going to start this baby. Alright, pretty simple startup procedure actually. They've made it quite simple for even guys like me that don't get in the cockpit all that regularly in the Phenom. There we go, we're firing up. Teterboro has just a ton of static aircraft. It's like, what the is this Oshkosh? What's going on over here? Holy cow. Otherwise a pretty cool little airport. Kind of in the middle of all the, well, not in the middle, but kind of on the north edge of all the stuff, and there's more of the GA and cargo area. Not much, if I understand correctly, not much of a passenger airport in terms of bigger international flights. More for local traffic and cargo. All right, engine 2 is up and stabilized. Engine 1 coming alive. There you can see it spinning up. GPU unit. All right. Okay, after start procedure, we will disconnect the GPU. We will, the electric emergency button gets pushed out, and then we check on the voltage, and the voltage looks very good.
Air Center, Diamond, November 844 Tango Whiskey. Running 844 Tango Whiskey, sir.
Okay, put that back in.
844 Tango Whiskey, currently at Kilo Romeo Delta Golf, requesting VFR departure to Ocean
Tested
City,
our
Maryland.
panel already. AFCS control unit. That is the one thing I have still yet to find on this particular aircraft. It's kind of strange, but for the life of me, I don't know what that is or where it's at. So if you know, let me know, downwind. Gonna do some FS economy flights tonight. Yep, keep the cash flowing. Sweet.
And
Sweet, sweet.
Are you requesting flight following? Roger, flight following.
There was one that was.
Yeah, 4 Tango Whiskey, clear to Ocean City Airport.
Yeah, there was one that was stumping me for a while. It was the flight, the voice recorder, and it's down here. I mean, it has a thing that you flip, but it doesn't actually do anything. So, but I still don't know what the AFCS control is, where it's at, how do I check it, I don't know. So we're just going to go past that. Takeoff data.
We'll call for departure.
We're going to skip over that. I don't have that. And then LFE is another thing. I don't know what it is. All right. Takeoff speeds. Well, actually, we won't skip over the outside air. The reason why we skip over that is because the outside air temp is right there. But the takeoff speeds we do need to put in. And we have our VREF is 105. Fully loaded. We'll turn that on. At sea level, essentially. Rotation speed it's 109. Check 109.
Sun Country 269 cross bunch at 8,000 Philadelphia.
Automatic flight control system. So I wonder where that's at, man. I mean, it's you've gotten farther than I actually have ever got there downwind. So that's crazy. Make sure your autopilot's doing it right. So there must be a button that you flip on. So I wonder if it's up here. I wonder if you just sometimes you do the old autopilot engage and disengage just to make sure that's happening, but yeah, I can't find anything in the yeah, like it should, disconnecting. I can't find anything in the Carenado stuff, which they usually, of course, are really thorough when it comes to their manuals. So it's a little interesting, but something I'm going to continue to have to kind of mess with here. All right, the rotation speed is 109. V1 is 101. But hey, that gets me a little. I'm at least going to be able to put that on my checklist that's what it's supposed to be, and then maybe I can Google search. Where is the automatic flight? If you search by the actual what it is instead of the acronym, sometimes you get a little bit better information. V2 is 120, and we'll get that set. So Downwind Sim, you were here last night and heard about the engine failure. situation. And all I have no definitive reason why that happened other than when I went back, I had to reinstall the my my dang it, I had to reinstall my Beechcraft Duke 60, and I think I must have forgot to turn off random engine failures. And when it's on like the default setting, it actually is set to fail randomly every 3 flight hours. So last night I flew, it was probably close to 3 hours when we got all the way down there. So it's not surprising that just out of nowhere, yep, there she goes. Because there was no warnings, anything like that. And usually it's very good at like giving you a warning if things are if you're over speeding or something like that. And I never got any of that. So if the temperatures aren't right, it'll fail. So um, anyway, yeah. So I usually I usually have that turned off, but I bet thinking about it, I bet I didn't have that turned off because I did the restall. So oh hey yeah, let me get that fired up here. That'd be cool. We've been talking about that forever, and it's time to do it. All right, let me get through the rest of this quick checklist here. I tell you what, let me get through this here. So flight controls, a little bit of cheating, but free and correct. Our trim, okay, and the flaps, I gotta get, what's going on with the flaps here? There we go. We're gonna do flaps 1 takeoff, and our trim, I think is a point, it's a 0.81 with this. It's pretty close. Flaps are set to takeoff, and actually, no, I apologize. We are flaps 2 for takeoff. Alright, external lights are on, emergency light switch is armed. Let me just double check here. Yeah, we have center of gravity of 24, flaps to 8.2. Is that what I have? 8.1, actually.
UPS 1230, 1283, so I'm sure you missed your turn, direct coast.
Let me get this. Whoops. Okay, takeoff config. So I haven't done the takeoff config yet. It's still not going to like me because I have the brakes on. Emergency light not armed. What are you talking about, Willis? Emergency light. Oh, okay. I turned the cabin light off is what I did. Emergency light. Oh, it is armed. Yeah, why is it saying not armed? ECS is off. Now that's on. The bleeds, I got to make sure the bleeds are off. To auto, I should say. And emergency light not on. Well, let me just cycle that real fast here. Alright, there we go. Alright. All the beeping pretty much should be done. I think the only thing we have left to do is it's still beeping because we have the emergency brake on. At least that's what I'm hoping. So let's see. Can we get over here? I'm going to unmute, and then let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to. Do you call me on the Discord, or do I call you? I'm at a good spot. I think I'm ready to.
No, so Tango Whiskey Class, I'm ready for departure.
Ready to mess with that here.
Tango Whiskey.
I am using Slant Lima equipment today, so I don't feel bad about figuring out where we are right there. I do still have to put in actually the flight plan here. So downwind, if you want to just join my server, and jump into the voice channel. Okay, so there we go. Voice channels, general. So test 1, 2. Am I there? I don't think I must be there. I see where I should be going, but alright. I see I'm on you, and I see voice channel, and but you're not hearing me, obviously. Uh, hum. All right, so I see. I'm
Center 4 Tango Whiskey, ready
yeah.
to
So I
take
see.
off.
All right. I don't.
Center 4 Tango Whiskey,
Here's what
follow
I
runway
have.
heading.
Okay. Here's you.
Wind
I see the voice
1703,
channel,
runway 18, clear takeoff.
but I don't know how to. Oh
Clear
wait, there I
takeoff,
am.
runway 15,
Hello, hello. Test 1 2.
Oh, I hear you.
Yes. All right. And at the same time, hello, Al South MIA. Happy Tuesday, buddy.
New York Center Procedure Record Robbinsville, Climate maintain flight level 320.
Might as well get Al South in the voice channel too, right? Then we can really truly have three guys in the cockpit here. All right.
Of course, he's more than welcome.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I'll let you sort that out because I do need to get flight plan entered here. I know everybody's probably interested to see if I put this in the Hudson here. All right, we need to, let's see, first things first, we need a destination airport, and that's going to be Boston. So, Bravo Oscar Sierra. Put that in there, and me and this FMC sometimes don't always see eye to eye, but we are Teterboro KT Echo Bravo. So where is your flight tonight for your FS economy downwind?
All over central Illinois and into Iowa.
Very nice, very nice.
I've got about 30 grand worth of flying to do.
Oh heck yeah, heck yeah. So have you messed around at all with the air hauler too? I'm curious to see if it compares to that.
Time Country 269 New York Center.
I have heard of it. I have not messed with it. I don't know if that's even available for
Oh, okay. True enough. True enough.
Currently,
economy is
landing
cross
west.
any
Right.
Thank you.
All right. I need to get.
Contact.
I need to get my conditions 180 at 5. So kind of a southerly
New York Center to Spare Canada
departure.
720 with information Charlie. We're
Runway
descending to
19er, I
flight
would
level
guess.
200.
We don't have an actual ATIS here, but.
Air Canada 720 New York Center cross Lindy, flight level 190.
Oh wait, I got a clearance. Runway 24 was what they gave me on the clearance. Sorry about that. So let's
sorry,
change
can
that.
you repeat that? My cut off.
And I do have a transition.
Air Canada 720 cross
No, I
Lindy,
don't.
flight level 190.
It's not let me put not let me put breezy in, so I will just enter that in as my next
flight level
waypoint.
190 and 250 knots.
So I think downwind, were we talking about the G1000? Was that you and I that were text chatting about it the other day?
Flight level 20,000.
what about it?
Well, somebody was mentioning how much problems they were having with their G1000,
Thank you.
their 1000, or maybe it was Al South. It was one of you guys, and I just was curious to hear sort of what had happened because I was in the King Air, and I'm a big fan of the King Air's G1000, but the Carenado one is quite honestly just a little bit clunky. So I didn't know if there was an X-plane issue as well, or how well it worked, I guess, in X-plane.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I know that X-plane does have the G1000 models in certain aircraft, and I've used it enough to go, okay, this looks familiar. They just changed one of the buttons.
Oh yeah,
that's about it.
gotcha. All right, so here's one of the things that I always have to retrain myself is how do I enter an airway. I'm going to do this, and that is not it. Alright, let's go back here. This is why I don't fly this plane very often, because it takes me it takes me an hour and a half to program a 30-minute long flight. Oh, I do know how to do it. I do know. Clear that. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, I spent an hour going through the FMS on the MD-80 and flew a quick flight from St. Louis down to Nashville.
Yeah?
And there's parts of it I have no idea. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing, nor do I know how to tell you what to do.
Air Canada 720.
But how much fun is that, though, honestly? I mean,
Oh, yeah,
come on.
It's fun to learn, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
But
we
it's
just
you
seemed
know,
to be
so
a bit high. That's why I
it
was
flew down,
double checking.
like, to intercept the approach, and I turned everything off. It's like I could take it from here.
Yeah. Yeah. Was Rob say kick auto out of the pilot? Or out of the cockpit?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, heck yeah. Alright, well, what we're going to do is I'm going to skip over. Next time I figure out how to do this, I'm going to make a note on my flow chart here, but I'm just going to go direct to Carmel because it's really not that. Victor 39 basically takes me essentially from Breezy to Carmel, so I'm not. It's not going to be a big deal if I don't have that in there. But all right, I'm just wanting to get rid of this dang horn, and I don't. I don't know if this one has the silencer button somewhere on it, but I don't know how to do it, and the best way to do it is just to get rolling. Okay, so then we're to Merritt. So I don't know if I should be telling you this or not, but because I don't know if it applies to X-Plane, but Captain Sim has a sale going on. It's apparently their 22nd anniversary or something like that, so they have a 20-hour and 20-minute long sale that started today on the 20th at 2020 Zulu, and everything in their entire store is $20.20. So if any of that applies to X-Plane, tonight is the night, because there's some pretty good. That's a pretty good buy. God darn it! So now here we go again. I don't know how to.
November 4, Tango Whiskey,
Should be letting me insert instead of. Oh boy.
28.4 for Tango Whiskey. Thank you.
Yeah, Al South, buddy, I tell you what, most of them I'm pretty good at, but this one here just it does not like me. So like right now, I've just put in 4 waypoints using the same procedure, and now all of a sudden I can't use that same procedure. It's just hit enter, but it's wanting to.
Air Canada 720 contact approach 128.12
Alright.
today.
I don't know. I'm so close. I have one more.
Contact me or
Usually when you
approach at
then you
1.12. Thank
dial
you.
the smaller knob
Yeah.
to change the values of the letters.
Right.
Envoy 34, 47.
Generally, what you do is you get right on the waypoint that you want to insert the next waypoint ahead of, and you push enter,
190.250 knot.
then that gives you a blank
Envoy 33,
spot.
437.
But yeah, no, not so much in this case. Well, I can at least get flying, and basically what I have, I mean, so we're up here. We depart the Teterboro. This is a weird this departure. They shoot you out to the left, to the west. Teterboro 2. So everything is. So we'll be taking off at 24, then we'll head out 280, and then we'll get vectored to. Where is Breezy? It's the Breezy trans. I see Carmel, which there's Breezy. So we'll head out here, and then we'll be vectored kind of north, or maybe even direct Breezy. or direct Carmel. Sometimes they give us, and then so there's Breezy, there's Carmel, so this one I'm talking about, the Victor 39. Really, it's just there's not much going on. It's a straight shot. Um, then we're up to Merritt, and then I have to figure out how to get Norwich entered in there. And I think what I can do actually is I can enter the wounds to arrival, and Norwich will be.
Air Center, good evening, United
Um,
2322.
and that might be why it's not letting me. Actually, that makes sense. That might be why it's not letting me
United
enter in
2322, New York Center,
Norwich as a
contact.
separate waypoint. Oh, that would make perfect sense.
Turn right
Yep,
in
because it's a part of the arrival.
6000.
Does that make? Am I making any sense there at all?
The right turn 040 up to 6000, United 22.
Okay. So I think we're ready to rock and roll here.
Sometimes the equipment is smarter than we are.
Yeah, thank the Lord for that. I tell you what. Okay, we were cleared. Here's going to be the next challenge for me. All right, 3001. Trying to keep this thing
West Shore 1145, New York Center,
to
Squawk
where
653.
we can stop at 2,000. This thing climbs like the flippin' space shuttle. So nothing on the X-plane side, Al Sal says, for Capson. That's too bad. That stinks. Because I picked up a couple new toys. It was payday today, and I actually went out and picked up a couple new toys. Don't tell.
So happy start of school.
Yeah, don't tell Mrs. First Officer though. She doesn't know yet. Thank you though. All right. Golly, what?
Radar contact with the Phillipsburg VOR. Cross Bond City.
What are my last few checks here? I think we're pretty close and ready to go.
3002.
So I'm supposed to call holding short Juliet, which is just looks like a quick left-hand turn. So let's go ahead. We'll get ourselves rolled out there. Yeah, it's right over there. This is a frame choppy combination right here. This airport, the Dostoevsky Design Airport, and the Carenado Phenom. So
Yeah, so probably you're allowed to go out.
United Street 2322, turn right direct. Merritt, climb and maintain 1,000.
And then you need to call them before you
yeah,
cross out.
so that's exactly. Maybe it's hold short Lima, not Juliet. Juliet will be the taxiway we're on right now. Boy, they got the business jets stacked in here, man. I feel at home. It's like a boneyard almost. Hope
If
that.
I flew into a boneyard airport, Greenwood, I think, Mississippi or Tennessee or something like that. Same thing.
Huh.
Airplanes all over the place, and I looked it up on Wikipedia, and it's a place where they fly in old jets and then they disassemble them.
I wonder if that's what is happening here. Because that's just.
3447, contact.
I mean, they're just all over the place.
1.12 today.
Huh.
Or
128.12, thanks a lot.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let me get checked in here and see if because we got quite a taxi here. So, New York Center, Phenom 850 Hotel Papa, holding short of Lima, ready for taxi, runway 24.
Phenom 0 Hotel Papa, runway 24, taxi via Lima, Quebec, cross runway 1.
Lima, Quebec, cross runway 1, 850 Hotel Papa. Okay, that looks pretty easy. Left-hand turn Lima, right-hand turn Quebec, cleared to cross, and then up here to runway 24. Man, I love safe taxi. Love it, love it, love it. Oh boy, frame. I'm slowly making a little bit of a list of airports that I can't do certain combinations. One of them is the King Air into Boston. It was ridiculous. It was like it might have been like 3 frames per second or something like that. Al South saying there's a black market for those jet parts. Oh, left-hand turn, left-hand turn. And I'm thinking maybe this Carenado. Right now, I can't take it like to Las Vegas because it's a combination. Like takes other aircraft in there and it works okay, but I just have to kind of pick my poison. I wonder why that is. It's strange, but this aircraft I know is it just takes a little more machine I think than I have, but it's still fun once we get airborne. All right.
And things happen so
Huge.
fast, you got to be way ahead of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I'm not good at that at all.
Air departure, double
Well, Al
249
South,
with
I'm
your
sorry,
permission.
man. I'm sure a lot of that is
Flight level
on my end.
390.
Um, but hopefully it'll smooth out a little bit as we get airborne. And
Procedure Record 1, I climb and maintain flight level
yeah, so this is going to be. I'm going to pull up checklist, and
Roger, continuing to
I'm not
Lana,
quite
right
to
now, flight level
Quebec. I
time
got
flight
a
level
little while to
40.
go here, so let me just check in real fast. Takeoff config. We did that. No messages, signs. They are going to be no personal electronic devices on.
1145, the Philadelphia altimeter.
We've got two
3005.
more until we get to Quebec. The yaw damper is indeed off. Passengers are advised. Hey guys, we're getting ready to take off. Sit down. Lights. Oh, I didn't put the taxi lights on. That's probably why they have checklists, huh? So yes, Al South. Let me get going here, and I'll tell you what I got. Actually, maybe I'll try to show you.
United 23, 22.
Nothing installed yet, but it's there's a couple new ones that are in the hangar as it were. All right, thrust assurance check. We haven't done that yet. We will do that. There's Quebec. No one coming this way. This is not a hard right that I want to take, but this, yeah, right up there.
Delta 249, verified direct Lana. Roger, we're trying to go
So
ahead
yeah,
and
just
do
like
a
I say,
Lana
kind of
right
a
now. We're,
kind of a
having
cool
some
little
issues right
airport.
now.
I mean, I like Dostoevsky design.
Roger, report when direct.
You get almost always you get multiple airports every time you buy something, and they're usually pretty solid in terms of quality. Frame rates are generally not too bad either. Probably should make sure. Well, too late now. Anybody coming your way?
Looks good to me.
Clear on the left. But anyway, so I have the New York. This is one of two packs that they have, and it has, I think this is Kennedy, LaGuardia, and Teterboro. And then I did pick up Chicago, which that has O'Hare, Midway, and one of the executive airports. I can't remember which one. And then in Seattle, and Seattle comes with like 5 airports, so it's pretty dang cool. So it's a little bit of kind of like a little bit of sticker shock when you first see what the price is, but when you realize you're getting 7 airports for $50, it helps a little bit. And they have plenty of sales throughout the year as well, so you feel not so bad, 20% off here and there. All right, thrust assurance check. I don't think you do this while you're rolling. This is where you quickly increase the throttle to take off, go around to toga. First officer, downwind, would you say that we do that while we are stationary and the brakes are on? Does that sound reasonable?
Those 220 on course 2 had 66 to intersect.
That's what we're going to do. That's what we're
I
going to
wouldn't do
do.
it now because you're going to end up into that.
249, thank you.
Yes, we will.
Phenom, 0 Hotel Papa, squawking with Charlie.
Squawking Charlie, Hotel Papa. Dang it. I get it set here. Oh, geez, I'm cramming. I get it set here, and I forget about V pilot all the
Phenom
time.
0 Hotel Papa, fly to Teterboro departure. Wind variable is 5, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Fly the Teterboro 2 departure, clear for takeoff, runway 24, 850 Hotel Papa, and we're going to need just about 2 minutes if that's okay.
Otherwise, your takeoff clearance is still valid.
Thank you. All right, let's get it cranked around here. It won't take us long to finish this off. And
You come up to the corner and I'm switching back and forth. I got my VR goggles and I turn my head to look out your window.
oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, it feels to
doesn't
me,
work.
yeah, you should get like a little bit of a toga warning, right? An over. I don't know. In the PMDG, you get like the beep beep beep. Well, all right. But it did show that I was going to get full power. All right, so yet again, just triple check in here. Teterboro 2, we're going to be turning to 280. We've been told to maintain 2,000. So let's get this guy spun around to 280. So it's going to be a right-hand turn. Yep, right-hand turn. We'll hand fly this thing as far as we can, and we're going to have to come off the power right away. And center 850 Hotel Papa, we're entering the runway. Okay, next one is after takeoff climb, so we're okay for now. I do think I'm going to close this so I can see where the heck I'm going. Ooh, and here's another thing is I forgot how to get it.
Landing lights on.
Thank you. I need to be able to get this to track north up. There's a way to do that. Let's get lined up here.
Delta 490, proceed direct Bel Air VOR.
Alright, let's see. Spin this guy around.
Delta 490, you can proceed direct Bel Air, Alpha India Romeo.
Well, now I don't remember how to do that. Range will zoom me in, zoom me out. There we go. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. No, you know what I don't have on? I don't have the synthetic vision on. Oh, well, that's okay. That really kills the frames. Alright, here we go. Throttle up. Takeoff power set. Give me 86.8%. It does that automatically, apparently. Based on your weight and altitude and temperature. V1, VR, V2, it all happens so fast. Okay, I see positive rate. Gear will come up. We're going to pull back on the power. Try to keep our vertical speed at about 2,000 feet per minute. Speed, I'll go a little bit more. So I can get the speed up to about 180. I think that's a decent climb. Pull the flaps up. All right, we're going to make our turn to 280. Wanting to climb a little too quick. And there is almost 2,000. 1,600.
And November 0
Hard to
Hotel
do
Papa,
both.
clocking 6643.
I will check that here in just a second. 6643 for 850 Hotel Papa.
2,000.
Yeah, way over. Dang it.
And November 5-8, New York Center, proceed direct Bridgeport VOR, come and maintain.
All right.
Speed.
Yep, gotta have to cut back here. What is my squawk code? I thought I had it in there. Well, it doesn't look like anything's in there. So 6643. There, it should be there now. And 850 Hotel Papa, I think we've got that squawk corrected. even though we're too high by 600 feet.
And 0 Hotel, Phenom 0 Hotel Papa, radar contact, turn on right heading 020 direct breeze, when able climb and maintain 3,000.
020 direct breezy when able and up to 3,000. 850 Hotel Papa. Now we're already past
turn,
that.
Mark. Yep.
Already past, I think. That's okay. We'll get her going in that right direction. Oh, that's about as far as we want to go. That's maybe even a little past. Sorry, rich passengers. You're gonna spill your white wine spritzers here. 030 coming around.
3,000, he said?
3,000. Let's see if I can hit both here, actually. I think he was being nice to us. I don't know that we are supposed to be even at 3,000, but I think he saw that we were over the top already, maybe. Alright, so if I was smart, I would actually try to let the autopilot do some of this work here, shouldn't I? Since I'm not doing a very good job of hand flying it. So we're going to set the altitude, and come on, level out, baby. Nope, it's not grabbing it. Why are we not grabbing it? Oh, jeez. There's
Sink rate.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy, but
terrain. Sink rate.
that's Mr. Autopilot
Sink rate.
being a little crazy
Sink
here.
rate. Sink rate.
Turn
Alright.
back off because you're
Yep,
way
I'm
under
off.
3.
Yep, I'm off. Alright, we'll stay by hand here. We'll just do the best we can. It is, yeah, and it's really Al South. It's really sensitive, especially on the departure, because it like you can climb this thing out at 4,000 foot a minute, and it's like it doesn't even work. I mean, you're like half throttle. Like right now, even we're way below max cruise.
8 for
so
10,000.
all right, there's 3,000. There's 030. I'm just trying to trim it out here. I'm not having much luck. Okay.
Now 17,000 there.
All right, there we go. That's a little bit more stable.
November 583, verified direct at Bridgeport, VOR.
So there's breezy. Looks to me like we're gonna go ahead and just follow the track visually. I did file 250 for speed, but I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm just maybe more worried about getting on the right path and not climbing too much. Come on, girl. I know. She's like, hey, I want flight level 410. Come on, let's do it. All right, that gets me pretty close. I need to. For Pete's sake.
November 0 Hotel Papa, proceed direct Carmel, VOR, climb and maintain 17,000.
Carmel, climb and maintain 17,000, 850 Hotel Papa. All right, let's get this spun around here. Now here's the kicker. Can I make that the active leg?
Air Canada 465, contact Boston,
Should
center
be
134.7.
okay. So if I do that, now I can go.
347, thanks.
Let's go autopilot. Let's go nav. We're turning on course. Let's reset the heading bug. Let's put our altitude up to 17,000. Let's engage vertical speed mode, and let's climb at let's climb 2,000 feet per minute, and then we can add some power back in and actually keep ourselves. We'll try to keep that 250. Now here's the scary thing. You maybe have seen a few more of these streams that I've done with this. So they do have the flight level control, which is supposed to maintain whatever your speed is. It's supposed to adjust your climb rate so that you maintain that speed, which in theory is really cool, and I've seen it work in like actual legit YouTube videos. But in this aircraft, like if I was right now, like say that I had this set at 250, and I engaged that FLC button, it would want to get this from 230 up to 250 as fast as it could. So naturally, what do you suppose it does? Nose down, like until it gets to 250. And so that's kind of a little bit freaky, and so I don't use the FLC very much. Like I say, in theory, it's a pretty good tool, but unless I am, like, let me see if I can engage it. I'm going to set it at 230. I'm going to engage it, and let's just see kind of what it
American
does here.
2176.
If you're kind of in the neighborhood, it'll hold it pretty well, and see how it's adjusting the vertical speed up and down to maintain roughly that 230. But man, if you're even just a little bit off, that nose goes up and down like crazy. Or, you know, vice versa, if you happen to be like at, maybe you were at 270 or 280 and this was 250 and you engaged FLC, the thing would almost be like an F-16 and just do like a vertical climb on you. It's wild. Lot to learn, but
Phenom 0 Hotel Papa contact Boston 713
So why would one use that?
3470 for 850 Hotel Papa. So the idea behind it is that you it keeps you
Landing
from
lights
stalling.
off too, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Keeps you from stalling. If you set the speed to be 230, it adjusts your climb so that you always are at 230, and that's kind of the what I understand is the purpose behind it. All right, 3470. Let's go to COM frequency here, 3470. And we do have to, again, we're going to have to put in the approach here at some point. Let's get checked in with Boston here. Where are we, by the way? About 15 miles. Boston Center, good evening. Phenom 850 Hotel Papa 8,300, climbing 170, inbound Carmel, about 14 miles to the west.
Alright, Boston Center, climb and maintain flow level 230.
Climb and maintain 230, 850 Hotel Papa. All right. Well, it took us a while, but we got there. So yeah, I mean, like I say, in theory, pretty cool, and I'm sure in the real world it's much more like gentle if you're not right on the speed when you engage it. But for me, if I'm more than like 5 degrees or 5 miles an hour off, I won't engage it, just because you know, like even right now, if I sped it up, it would drop my nose to at least level, if not where I'm losing altitude, so that it would match that speed, which I'm surprised it's not doing that actually. But anyway, something to get used to, but kind of cool nonetheless. All right, so let me show you guys. You will appreciate this. You will appreciate this, I hope, anyway. Here's what I bought
November
today.
850 Hotel Papa, after Norwich, Oscar Romeo Whiskey, cleared the Norwich 7 arrival.
Okay, after Norwich, cleared Norwich 7 arrival, 850 Hotel Papa. All right, I'll be fast.
Delta 888, cross Caperton at 12000,
Check
250
it
knots.
out, boys.
3005.
I got myself a tri-jet.
5 cross 7 12000 for the speed profile of Delta 888.
Look at that.
Very nice. That's the first plane I ever flew in commercially.
Really awesome. Al South,
Yeah.
that right there. You and Downwind are going to have to rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to sit there. Looks a lot like the DC-8, honestly, even though it's a Lockheed Martin.
November 87 Lima Alpha.
I'm guessing that it's
and maintain.
it's pretty similar, but oh man, I'm so looking forward to this. I can't even tell you.
Just gotta maintain 1,000.
That is a thing of beauty. And so then the other thing, so that was what I'd been planning on buying for quite a while. So the other thing that I ended up buying was unexpected, but I'm like, crying out loud, it's
would be perfect.
it's
Okay.
let's see if I can find a good picture. I'm like, it's $20. where are you? Here it is. I got me a 737-200 base pack, and man, I tell you what. So this is the first airplane that I ever flew in commercially as a little kid, and so I have been looking. I really had been kind of debating between that one, and Milviz makes one that's really good as
I got
well.
a 465 descend via the Roebuck 3
And
arrival, runway 4 right.
kind of the forums, it was pretty split as to who thought who had the better aircraft and all this and that. So it was close enough that I just decided, you know what, the price can be the deciding factor in this case, and for $20.
Make sure you put your headphones on and turn it up to 11 because those engines are loud.
I can't even wait, man. I'm so excited. I have dreams about those engines. There is a guy that did a YouTube video, and he must have had every reality add-on, you know, all that stuff, because his video was spot on as far as what the plane sounded like, and like I especially remember like when they come off the throttle and it's like idling and spooling down a little bit, that has that distinctive kind of whine to it. And oh my gosh, it just took me right back to the days of just being a little guy in those what I thought these gigantic airplanes. And oh man, so yeah, so I had my eye on that for a while. I've had my eye on the Tri-Jet. Just Flight makes a rendition of that L1011 tube, but from all accounts, the Captain Sim one is supposed to be much better. So anyway, that's going to be.
Means we don't have to get you anything for Christmas, right?
That's right. That is right. Well, so it's like I've said before, it's a long winter around these parts, and so you know it'll be fun to mess around with. So here's where that FLC is coming in handy, because again, as you climb, obviously your performance is not as good. Now I don't have it set. I'm still way below max cruise, so I could honestly pump it up a little bit, but I just kind of was trying to sort of show you what happened there is it lowered that climb rate to roughly keep the speed, and now watch it, it's going to be all over the place as I add more power in. But this is one of the smoothest, to be honest with you, one of the smoothest FLC climbs I've had, so you guys I think are good luck. So yeah, Al South, I mean, so I didn't buy the, well, at least for the 737, I didn't buy the cargo pack, and I don't know if the 1011 comes with one or not, but oh, that's pretty. But yeah, I'm looking forward to flying some cargo routes, man. I think it could be kind of cool. All right, Al South, thanks for popping in, man. Come on back. We'll be on the ground with any luck, and who knows, we maybe will turn around and yeah, try to make it down to Nantucket or something. I mean, who knows? All right, we are through 18,000, so standard barrel. We're turning on Merritt, so we need to make
November 1983, runway 29er, taxi to call.
Business decision. So one of the the about this that I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's something that I'm doing wrong. It's definitely different than the G1000 I have in my King Air. As soon as I get on this track, I'm going to set my heading because I'm going to need it. But there's I think a little bit of a glitch when it comes to loading arrivals, and I'll show you what happens here in just a second. You can tell me downwind if I'm doing something wrong on your end, if you see something obvious, because it's kind of driving me nuts a little bit, and it really affects like what you're doing and when you're doing it. And in this plane, when you have to do things so stinking fast, that makes a huge difference. Took me a long time to
Contact
climb to
with network
230 because I was just kind of
Golf,
farting around here.
Charlie.
So we'll get leveled out. I'm going to get my speed up actually to 250 like I planned. Well, actually, no, I'm going to leave it.
Runway 18.
I'm going to leave it where it's at,
Okay, golf.
and
Charlie,
because that'll give me just a little bit more
cross
time.
Runway 18 at golf. Hold short, runway 18 at alpha.
Okay. Updating the heading. 1,000 to go, roughly. Sure, there's a way to get rid of that.
Okay, golf, Charlie, Alpha.
Looks pretty nice out there.
Then cross runway 18 at Alpha.
Alright, leveling off.
Okay, do you remember what pen and paper?
And yeah, now I'm going to have to. So now once you get leveled, all bets are off with the FLC.
Well, I
so
think
now
I
we're
might
off
have
of
an
that.
old map of this airport.
I'm just going to have
yeah,
to
go ahead and give that to me.
adjust, and I'm just
Okay,
going to pull
yeah,
back
just
power a
right,
little bit.
right
Okay,
That'll make it
so
amazingly easier.
here
Runway
is
2,
what happens.
Niner.
So you'll
Taxi
note
golf,
I don't
Charlie,
have
Alpha.
a lot in here, but
Cross
if I
runway 18 at
I'm
golf. and
Boston
hold short,
is
runway 18 Alpha.
selected, I'm going to go to procedures page, and I'm going to select a procedure. I'm going to select the arrival, and I would like the Norwich 7. Right now it's the Gardner 4, J Fun 2, Ocean 5. There's Norwich 7.
Flight level 110.
My transition. Let me look at that here.
Climb and maintain flight 370.
The heck is my transition?
Common maintain flight level 370. Speed level 113.
Transition actually I think was clear back at
Delta 888, contact New York approach 128.12.
JFK maybe. Alright.
Number 190 clear across Navi at 8,000, LaGuardia altimeter 3003.
So maybe the transition is actually, well, so there's Norwich. Would the transition for us be Providence then? It's got to be, right? Got to be Providence. Well, let's see if that
American 57,
is a
62,
choice we
center,
get
climb
to
and
make.
maintain flight 380.
PVD. Show me PVD.
Canada
Yeah.
465, contact Boston approach 133.0.
So this is where it's going to get screwy because
Thanks, sir.
if I select
Top Papa Direct Norwich, please.
direct Norwich,
Alright.
I thought I was going direct Norwich. Oh crap.
Alright,
well, we're gonna do this.
American 2176, Boston Center, good evening.
Oh,
And number 108, go ahead.
W Norwich. Let's enter that. We're gonna go. Oh boy, I see myself turning. Heading mode.
Number 1983.
Direct
golf,
to.
Taxi golf, Charlie, Alpha. Crossing runway 18 on Alpha
ORW.
to runway 29.
Oh, I got to spell.
It's going to be cross runway 18 at golf,
Oscar.
hold short runway 18 at Alpha.
Romeo. Whiskey. Alright, there we go. Enter.
Roger, yeah, sorry, I have an outdated map apparently. So, golf,
Direct to activate. There we go. Alright,
cross runway
sweet.
18 to Charlie,
Navigate.
Alpha.
Clear
then
skies in
hold
the
short
Midwest
runway
after a
18,
stormy day
then
here.
cross, correct.
Sweet, man. What's the temp out there? Is it,
It actually cooled off quite a bit.
Listen
It was
to exactly as
been
it's
in the
saying.
90s
Cross
past
runway
couple of days, and
18
it's,
at golf,
probably
hold short
mid to low
runway
70s
18
now.
at Alpha.
heck yeah, I would take that. We've been in the low 90s here. Feel kind of bad for the football team out practicing and kind
Cross
of
runway
on
18
the.
at
We've
golf,
got turf here, and it's just
runway 18 at
it
Alpha.
gets pretty rough. But
Yeah, my daughter's in the marching
There you go.
band.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
same
It's
deal.
off in the center, maintain
even
five.
all over
worse.
the instruments.
Heck yeah.
5,000 November 8.
All right, well, we're gonna just. Here's what
November 850 Hotel Papa, cross the Providence VOR at 11,000, 250 knots, Providence altimeter 3005.
across Providence at 11,000, 250 knots, 850 Hotel Papa. All right, so we're gonna just have to we're gonna have to fudge it. So see, anyway, when I do a direct to, this is definitely a glitch. Everything else goes away. That's not right. In this case, it actually helped us, but all right, Providence Papa Victor Delta. So put that in. That'll be our next waypoint. So this needs to be.
American 2176, clear direct Roebuck.
Make this the active leg.
30.
Okay. Okay. All right, so that looks good. We'll intercept that heading here in just a second. And what do we have to? So we have 16 miles to Norwich. We need to get ourselves down. There is no VNAV in this, so you have to kind of take an educated guess, and we need to lose 12,000 in. It's 16 miles to Norwich, and then another 27 to, so roughly, we'll just estimate about 40 miles. So I think I'm going to start down.
Hey, do you have an estimate? Does it, does that stuff give you a time? Like
No.
how many minutes, seconds to it is to a point?
Well, it kind of does. So like, it's telling me here. Well, no. If it gives a time, I don't know where it would be, but so I've got a bearing and I've got a distance. So yeah, I'm about 37 miles away, and I need to go down 12,000 feet. So I'm thinking
the GPS on the right doesn't give that to you.
Good question. Oh, ETE. So a minute to Norwich. Yeah, so it does give that to me. Good call.
Yeah, so
November 183
2,000
cross
feet
from
per
the
minute,
18 at Charlie.
You know, you're
Impression cross
be
from the
down
18 Alpha.
2,000 more. I mean, that's an easier way to figure it instead of having to rough the math in your head.
Well, I'm feeling like I need to just start the descent here. And we're going to go.
November 183 cross from the 18 at Alpha.
I'm going to start down. We will start down at. We'll start at 15 while you crunch the numbers for me downwind. 250. I am watching the speed. As downwind sim can attest, I sometimes have a tendency to lose track of the speed of the aircraft, which can sometimes not be a good thing. Well, usually it's not a good thing. All right, while we're doing that, you know what I forgot to do is I forgot to run through the after takeoff checklist, but too late for that. I am going to get the ATIS. I have ATIS information alpha, and it looks to me like we are ILS 4 right in approach. 3003. Still creeping up on the speed, so let's just come down a little on the power. What are my we've got winds 09 or 0 at 3, so pretty calm. Good visibility, 10 statute miles, few clouds at 250, so we're below everything. No precip in the area, but it does look a little hazy here, so that's kind of different, but no mention
What's your
of that.
time now to Providence?
Providence, we have 4 minutes. So 4 minutes and 10,000 feet. So,
Down you go.
yep, I need to descend a little bit more dramatically, don't I?
Yes.
So 2,000 times 4 is 8,000 feet, so 2,500 times 4 is more like it. 2,400 times 4 is going to give me, that's 10,000, so that at least gives me, at least gets me in the neighborhood. And I'm
Alright,
almost
so Lima
back
Alpha,
to
maintain
idle here.
1,500.
Yep. It's hard to keep those things going slow when you're going
Yeah.
downhill.
For
Vietnam
sure.
0 Hotel Papa, contact Boston 133.0, good night.
33 nothing, 850 Hotel Papa, good night. Alright, 3300.
Alright, so Lima Alpha, 7 miles from Pay, maintain 1,500 until establishment of final approach course cleared, RNAV 124 approach.
Boston approach, good evening. Phenom 850 Hotel Papa, descending 180, information Alpha on the Norwich 7.
Phenom 850 Hotel Papa, Boston approach, Boston altimeter 3003, expect the ILS runway 4 right approach. Depart Pro V heading 050.
Depart Pro V 050, will expect the ILS 4 right approach, 850 Hotel Papa. Alright, 050, we're going to set that, which we're almost on, and then I'm going to put Pro V in by hand since I don't have the approach loaded. So the same thing that happened when I did direct to happens when you load any approach. And again, it shouldn't happen. You should be able to load the approach and just have it sit there until you activate it, but that doesn't happen. Wait, he said Provi. Provi's not a part of this approach. And approach 850 Hotel Papa.
November 0 Hotel Papa.
Confirm you said depart Provi 050 on the approach.
November 0 Hotel Papa.
And sorry, sir, you broke up on that confirmation. I'm not seeing it.
November 0 Hotel Papa, affirmative, depart Pro V heading 050.
Okay, thank you. 850 Hotel Papa. What am I missing? Where the heck is Provi? Did I pull up the wrong? I've been looking at the wrong approach the whole time? Norwich 7. What am I missing here, downwind? I see out. I see Providence. I see Cran, which is where he's given us the radar vectors. All right, we're closing in. We got 3 miles to go. Son of a gun.
Is it on the approach plate?
I'm gonna check. First of all though, I'm gonna go ahead and slide into heading mode and we're just gonna keep this heading for right now.
And you got an altitude capture for 10,000? Is that what you're going down to?
11,000 was the last restriction that I was given.
Okay.
So let's get.
So you have an altitude capture for 11.
Yeah. All right. Provi. I'm not seeing Provi anywhere. I am not seeing Provi anywhere. All right. Yeah.
Then a little help.
I'm at
from
Provi.
controller.
I'm at Provi right now. Okay, so I'll show you what I just did. Yep, I'm at Provi right now. So I'm change 050. So I have both. I have the Navigraph map going as well as the Sky Vector. This is Provi, right where I'm at right now. So I'm at the right spot, the vector. It's weird that it wasn't on the Sky Vector chart though. All right, but we are now being vectored to final, so I'm going to enter in my approach. We want the, oh crap, I have to put in Boston since it got deleted. Am I stopping at 11? Oh, I went down. I was supposed to go down to 11,000, guys. Sorry about that. Let's keep that going down. Probably get cleared to go less than that. Now my speed's a little low, so that was actually a good thing. I slowed down some. I'm just going to bump it up slightly. All right. Kilo, Bravo, Oscar, Sierra, Boston Airport. Enter. Okay, sweet. We don't want that. We want ILS. Give me ILS. 4 right, please. ILS. Man, there's a lot of approaches into this airport. ILS 4 right. That's what we want. Transition doesn't honestly matter. We're being vectored. We're going to go ahead and activate it. Yeah, so we get all kinds of weird stuff here because it wants to take us back to Winnie and bring us in and all that. But the important thing here is that we get this on VOR. And here's what I'm looking at, by the way, folks. 110.3 and a course heading of 35. Alright. Sometimes it usually loads it up for me. Dang it. What the heck?
Air 73 Boston departure radar contact.
Alright,
You gotta do something sitting there while you're sitting there.
I guess. That's usually the one thing. Okay, 110.3. That's in, and again, we said the approach course was
350 Hotel
035.
Papa. Flight present heading join the localizer. Just set to maintain 7,000.
Current heading, join the localizer down to 7,000. 850 Hotel Papa. Alright. I am guessing here that we are a little bit. I'm going to go 1500. Speed is good. Okay. Approach course. That's what I was doing. 035. Spinderella. I'm not liking the fact that I don't see my VOR needle. Why don't I see that? 110.3. That is correct. Nav1 is selected.
And how far are you away? Because the localizers are.
Yeah, that might be.
Transmission distance.
I'm 30 miles, so yeah, I might be still a little bit too far
I
out.
don't have it yet, I would imagine.
All right, 10,000. It'll take me an hour and a half to get to my regular
3 speed on course. Maintain appropriate
descent.
See, sometimes if you fly these slower planes, you can get there quicker. I'm doing a visual approach now.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. Pressurization, LFE, all landing speeds are set. Our ref was 105 or somewhere in there. All that. I never did take the PED and all that stuff off, so I'll just leave it. External lights, we're going to go ahead and put our taxi landing lights on. Passengers, hey, we're getting ready to land, guys. Sit down. Crossfeed knobs. I never messed with those. Altimeters are set. Windshield switches we don't have on. You know, the other thing I didn't do, it's not really set, but we do have wing stabilizers here that we could have engaged during cruise, but it wasn't choppy at all, so not a huge deal. But all right, so our next
November 0
checklist.
Hotel Papa, turn left heading 020, join the localizer.
Left turn 020, join the localizer. 850 Hotel Papa. Yeah, we were too far away. Now it's alive, so they'll bring us in on the back side of that, which is not a big deal. We are probably still above. I don't see the glide slope yet. Can't remember if the glide slope shows up here on this. Yep, it shows up right here. No glide slope just yet, but we are still 25 miles out. I don't have any kind of visual just yet either. There's the downtown area, so the airport's actually right over in here. Oh, you know the other reason why I didn't capture the glide slope? You see this little APR button? Yeah, that has to be engaged. That's a pro tip.
Oh yeah, that helps.
Alright, well, let's see what happens here. This guy's coming in a little bit, it looks like. Speed looks good. Actually, I'd like to be a little slower, to be honest with you. Well, it's coming down kind of automatically as we level off, but I wouldn't mind being in that 190 range.
November 0 Hotel Papa, 5 miles from
Yeah, I
Winnie,
landed in
crossing out
Boston
over
last summer,
4,000,
and
clear island
for the
runway
first time
4
actually, and that place is
Cross
crowded.
Winnie at or above 4,000, cleared for the ILS 4 right approach. You're welcome for the tip. I think he's laughing at us.
American 2176, Boston, the Boston altimeter
Right.
3003.
I love these guys. They're freaking
Information
awesome.
Alpha current, expect the ILS runway 4 right approach.
They have been so... we're above the glide slope. Dang it, so we didn't capture it. Shoot. Well, let's see if we can get back on it. Dang it. Just when you think you're doing everything right. We have grabbed the localizer, so that's at least 1 out of 2. Boy, that glide slope is just disappearing. I'm gonna nudge it up to 2,000. I don't want, really, you probably aren't doing that in real life, are you? 2,000 foot per minute approach. By the books here on the channel,
Yeah, it's
as
probably
always.
a little aggressive.
Quote of the night. I'm putting that in the remarks at the end of the stream. I'm going to tell you that right now, downwind. All right, airport, where are you? By the way,
Boston departure, good evening.
really quickly,
68, 1.4 for 5,000.
missed approach, we're going to climb to 3,000 on the Boston VOR DME 030 radial, which is basically runway heading up to Waxon, and that's 14 miles out. We'll hold at Waxon, so we just pretty much straight out to 3,000, hold at Waxon.
Delta 6568, Boston departure, radar contact.
I'm going to go ahead and just spin it down to 3,000 because we're just about actually to intercept the
I maintain
glide slope, which is
14,000,
cool,
68.
and then it'll take over for us. Well, it already has.
73, you're looking for
There's
flight
our
calling
runway.
today. That's
Sweet.
Bangor.
Do we have tower? We do. 128.8. I better go over to that. Oh, doggone it. Oh, these click spots downwind
Air
are
53,
killing me
contact
here.
Boston, center 13.72.
Okay, that's ready.
All right, I just landed. I'm gonna come over and watch you.
All right. You haven't missed much, although I am actually
Hotel Papa, contact Boston, tower 128.
Can I get my iced tea back out? Are you nice and smooth?
28.8 for 850 Hotel Papa. Have a good night. I'm good, man. You can go ahead. You don't even need a sippy cup like I give the junior first officer.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Boston Tower. Good evening. Phenom 850 Hotel Papa on the final 4 right.
Phenom 850 Hotel Papa Boston Tower, good evening. One departure prior to your arrival off the crossing runway, wind 110 at 3, runway 4 right, clear to land.
4 right, clear to land. We'll watch for traffic. 850 Hotel Papa. All right, we're going
The
Manuel.
approach speed on this guy.
It's 105, I think, is what we're looking for. But I am in flaps range, so I'm going to go ahead and throw 2 notches of flaps down, and then I got to get it down. I actually think I'm in gear range also. Gear's coming down, and this thing will
And you're
it
high.
slows down. Yeah, a little bit high, but it slows
Sync
down.
rate.
Yeah. Come on, it's not that bad, dude. Well, okay, it's 1,400 feet per minute, which is,
Don't spill my
as
iced tea.
somebody said earlier, a little aggressive. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, 3rd notch of flaps, which I think actually is max. Is it? Oh, there's flaps 3. Actually, there might be 4. Well, we'll find out. We'll get our speed down here, and we're just a hair high. Actually, not too bad.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yep, we're
Glide slope's
slowly.
coming in.
Yep,
You're
slowly.
right about there, so you can start leveling
Trim
out
it.
again.
I'm trying to trim it. Yeah, we're getting, now the speed's coming down nicely too. By the way, if we could get it, we want left on Charlie. We're going to signature. If we can get it.
Little low now.
King Express 654 heavy, runway 9 in line of await traffic will land at crossing runway.
Here's my hotel on the left.
Line up and wait.
What's up, downwind? Are you currently in Boston right now?
No, I was there this past summer.
I'm like, that would be pretty impressive.
Glide to slope. Glide to
I'm
slope.
a little low, I
Glide
know.
to slope.
I know.
Glide to slope.
I know.
Glide to slope.
A little bit
Glide
low.
to slope. Glide to
The
slope.
poppies aren't that
Glide to slope.
concerned.
Glide to slope. Glide to slope.
Yeah, but me
Glide
and
to slope. Glide to slope. Glide to slope. Glide to slope.
me and this
Big
plane in
glide
a
to slope.
stable
Big
approach.
glide.
Glide to slope.
Just to your left
Glide
there.
to slope. Glide to slope.
Cool.
Glide to slope. Glide to slope.
And
Glide
more
to slope. Glide
More
to slope.
power.
Yep.
Glide to slope.
Actually, we're
Glide
getting
to
close
slope.
to our ref
Glide
speed,
to slope.
so I
Glide
don't
to
want to
slope.
get too
You're
crazy,
Glide
but I'm
to
so
slope.
low. Yep,
Glide
dang
to
it.
slope.
I should
Glide
be
to
going
slope.
around, but I'm not going
Glide
to
to slope.
at this
Glide
point.
to slope. Glide to slope. Glide to slope.
500. Keep the
Glide to
power
slope.
in.
Yep.
and
Glide to
Should be
slope.
okay.
Glide
Should be
to slope.
okay.
Glide to
Gears
slope.
down.
Glide to slope.
Gears down,
Question
flaps
Glide to
full.
slope.
Okay.
Glide
Yep.
to slope.
There we go. Now we're a little closer. A little quick, but oh no, my ref is 120. Sorry. There it is. I got to pay attention to the information I actually entered into the computer there and not just make it up on the fly. Traffic holding short, that's super cool.
Make a note of that, all right?
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I typed it in, you'd think I'd be able to remember it, but alright, we're fairly well on the center line.
There you go. You'll make it a runway now.
I'm going to back off on the speed a little bit here. See if I can get the flare right. Oh, not terrible, all things considered.
Oh, looks good.
That was a little bit of a sketchy
Hey, Express 654
approach,
Heavy,
but
wind 110 at 3,
all
runway
right.
9, clear for takeoff.
Love the brakes in this thing. I don't think that was Charlie. The next one's the one we want here. Well, I could be wrong. Where am I? This might be one too soon, actually, but it'll get us there. Love those lights, man. Those are cool. So, yeah, so here I am. I'm in Boston. I'm not having really any...
Hotel Papa, welcome to Boston. Continue on Foxtrot, runway 4 left, and contact ground point 9, good night.
On Foxtrot, hold short 4 left, over to ground. 850 Hotel Papa.
All right, so get across this
850
line.
Hotel Papa, cross runway 4.
Okay, cross 4 left, 850 Hotel Papa. Alright, I'm going to do that. I got to pull up my taxi map here. I'm a little bit gun shy about the whole taxi thing after the fiasco up in Seattle. So, okay, we're going to be hanging a right. I think and just going all the way around to Signature on Bravo. Generally what they do for us. I can turn the lights to taxi. I'm going to clean up the flaps. 4 notches of flaps, by the way, in the Phenom, in case there's a quiz later on. And I probably should have looked earlier, but nobody there and nobody there. And it is ground point 9er. One.
Okay, Express 654 Heavy, contact departure. Have a great night.
Yep, I'm going to hold right here.
You got to get across that
Yep.
line.
And then we can contact ground.
Push on to Alpha, approved facing southwest. We'll call for taxi 958.
So we actually were 1 turn too late. And ground, good evening. Phenom 850 Hotel Papa. We're across 4 left on Foxtrot heading to Signature.
Very 50 Hotel Papa, Boston ground, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha to Signature.
Foxtrot Alpha to Signature, 850 Hotel Papa. Hey, Ken Pryor, how are you, man?
Carlos 599 Heavy at Foxtrot, give way to a Phenom, he'll be left or right.
Yeah, give it way to the Phenom, man. Don't scratch my paint, boy. So Ken, we got something new on the channel for the
Carlos
first time
599
ever.
Heavy at Foxtrot, give way to a Phenom.
We've got a guest, CFI, flight engineer, pilot monitoring, kind of all rolled into one. We have Mr. Downwind Sim there. So if I had like an applause meter thing, I would be doing it right now. But it's been kind of fun. It's been kind of cool, man. I'm liking it, and it's helped me out. Hey, there's the guy that was supposed to wait for me, but he didn't.
Cargo 599
Acknowledge.
Heavy, Boston ground, how do you read?
Can Ken hear me on the stream?
I guess not. Ken, are you able to? The question is, and I think I know the answer because you haven't said anything. Can you hear downwind on the? Can you hear his voice on the channel? Okay, I am taxiing at like 50 knots here, so I need to kind of chill out just a little bit. He may have had to step away for just a second. Well, it has its quirks, but doggone it, if I don't like this stupid little plane, it's fun. I probably should think a little bit like I do with my 737 and not try to fly a short flight like I just flew. You just need that like 2 hour flight to get so you're not in a
Express 599, how do you read?
we're not in
Express
a
599 Heavy, I read you loud and clear. How do you read me?
hurry to get set up, and then as soon as you get up to climb, then you're already trying to descend and all. And so I don't know. I may have to just be smart about that. Oh, okay. He can hear us both. Okay, cool. Well, join in, Ken. We could use the more the merrier because I think what we're going to do is what time is it? Oh, 8 o'clock. Jeez, I got to work. I got kids. I think we got to do a flight down to Nantucket here. Don't you? I think it's a moral imperative. But I'm going to change planes because I don't have 45 minutes to set up the flight plan. I'm going to change. I'm going to go over to the
This
Duke.
aircraft, false information, Bravo, one variable at 3, altimeter 3004.
And we'll just fly it slant alpha, be a little bit quicker. All right, set the brake. Oh, that's the flaps.
599 Heavy, altimeter Boston Tower on 128.8.
Brakes.
Carenado 28.8, Express 599, so long.
Power's off. GPU can come on. It'll go through all the rigmarole here. Belts, I can turn those off. Lights are off. All those.
How long of a
Terrain
flight
system
is it down
test
there to
okay.
Nantucket from
H
Boston?
toss
Oh,
test
I think
okay.
it's about 45 minutes. All right, let's do this. We're not going to go through the whole shutdown here. Let's just jump right to it. We will have to. Oh, something's beeping at me. Something twitchy beeping at me here. What's happening? What's going on?
What's the speed on the Duke?
The Duke we can do about 200. You gonna jump in and fly down?
Yeah, maybe.
Cool. So I think it's a little bit. Well, no, it's got to be comparable to the Caravan. So spawn at signature. It'll take me a second here. Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow. Ken, did you hear the news, man? Did you hear the big news? I got myself a tri-jet. I bought.
Express 599 Heavy,
All right,
Boston ground.
hang on for a second here. I'm gonna disconnect.
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
have that. So if I don't know if you're an X-plane guy, it may not apply to you. But if you're not, the Captain Sim is having a sale right now. It's every airplane in their fleet is on sale for $20.20. And so I went. I'd been looking at a Lockheed, an L1011 for a long time, and I picked one of those up. And I decided just on a whim to go ahead and pick up. They had a 737-200, and I picked up that one too. So anyway, you guys like Downwind said, y'all don't need to worry about getting me anything for Christmas because I'm hooked up now. Nice. Oh man, I'm so excited. It's going to take a while, but like I was saying before, where I live, it's things are the winters get kind of cold, and you need things to do. So, oh boy. All right, so this could be interesting. Let's see. It's not loading in a kind of the default cold and dark state. So, um, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna see if we can get it fired up. I am gonna have to turn all this off, otherwise the engines maybe they don't. If you have the inverter and if you have the power turned on to avionics, that sometimes you'll get that hot start and it's not pretty. What else do I have turned on up here, just so I know? Vacuum low, yep, that's not, all those are in op. Okay, that's fine. Okay, startup procedure. Parking brake is set. Pump 1 on. Up to 21.9. Ignition on. Starter on. And we do have that weird, again, that weird starter glitch. Oh, I need to... There we go. Hopefully we won't kill the engines here as soon as we move from cutoff to low idle. I actually have to crack these controls on my real life yoke, or else it'll cut off. It's the weirdest dang thing. Alright, that's stabilizing. Turn that pump off. Ignition to auto gen can come on. Pump 1 will come on. Ignition's on. Starter on. This was the state I think it finished yesterday when I crashed into the field short of wherever we were flying with Slant Alpha. Okay, good start there as well. Pump off, ignition auto, gen on. Avionics can come on, and while we do that, I'm also going to put the strobe on. I need to do some flight planning here really quickly, and we're going to go from Boston down to Nantucket, and about 180, we'll say, just kind of and what do we have to be here? What's our airways? Got to be at least 3,000. We'll go 7,000. Yeah, so 28 minutes downwind is what we're looking at, a little less than half an hour. And I think what we'll probably end up doing is it's the Logan 2 departure, which spits us out. Where does it spit us out here? 4 right. We're gonna be departing. Well, the ATIS actually. All right, let me get connected again to get the ATIS. 66 November. And actually, before I do that, bear with me. I need to make a quick trip. Okay, that was necessary. So, ATIS. We are information Bravo now. Get my notes typed up here. will be departing. Looks like everything's, well, there's some clouds now. Variable at 3,000. That must be that haze layer that we saw coming in. Departing runway 9. Okay. So that helps because we're coming out here at 092, and then we're going to be probably Marconi and then down to Nantucket. Pretty straightforward flight here. So we will do that. Direct Marconi. That's in, and then direct Nantucket. Really doesn't. They really don't. It's kind of strange. You would think they would kind of take you down this Victor 141, but I haven't actually had that clearance very often going between these two airports, so it's a little bit strange. Well, we'll file that and we'll see what they say. They may turn around and make me look like a fool, but that's not hard to do. And we'll keep our alternate as Providence. It's 0213 now. I think we can be airborne here in the next 15 minutes. Half an hour flight, full tanks, 180 on the speed, 7,000. And let's see, let's put just a couple more pieces of information here in vPilot, and then we can rock and roll here. Hopefully. Marconi, Logan 2, Marconi, and Nantucket. Seems like a pretty good plan, folks. Downwind, are you going to be able to, I haven't looked around, are you able to spawn in, you think, here, or
Yeah, don't wait for me. I'm working on loading it in.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I do see.
What's your flight plan again?
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna file Marconi. So Logan 2, Marconi, Nantucket, and I actually haven't been cleared on that yet. So let me make sure that that's what they're gonna give me before I get too crazy. We do have delivery. So by the way, if you haven't ever done a regional circuit and you stumbled upon this channel, like I say, a couple times a month or at least monthly, they have these little regional circuits, and they feature, sometimes it's Boston Logan, sometimes it's the smaller airports. Tonight it's Bangor and Logan, and they have pretty much top to bottom coverage for you to fly in and out of. It's kind of cool. I do have to load this at least that far to get all my CDI and everything to work. So, but now over to delivery 121.65.
TOS system test okay.
Good for us. No terrain really to worry about here. Then ground 121.9, that'll be next.
Heavy Boston, first delivery.
Let's see if that's going to be what they allow us to fly here. Boston delivery, good evening. Duke 626 November with information Bravo. We'd like to pick up our IFR clearance down to Nantucket. Ooh, I hope I didn't just step on him trying to communicate.
Duke 626 November, clearance delivery, good evening. Clear to Nantucket Airport via the Logan 2 departure, radar vectors Marconi, and as filed. Final departure maintain 3000, departure frequency 133.0, squawk 1335.
Cleared to Nantucket, Logan 2 departure then is filed. Will maintain 3000, departure frequency 133.0, squawk 1335, 626 November.
Duke 62 November, readback is correct information. Bravo is current altimeter 3004. Contact ground 121.9 and ready for your taxi. Have a safe flight.
Okay, we'll contact ground for taxi, and appreciate the ATC 626 November. God bless. Okay, so 3000.
34 ready, copy. I thought of Boston, we have information, Bravo.
And we'll go ahead and jump
Aircraft
over
ground
right
delivery,
now
very
to
good.
ground. We'll put in our tower frequency 28.8.
Remember for the 42 with you,
And-
start 15, right 5 traffic.
Alright, so
Southwest 420, heavy Boston ground, cross runway 15 right on November, Bravo, Zulu to parking.
Right cross 25 right, and Zulu to parking.
alright, just looking here one more time at the Logan 2 just to make sure I have the right. I think it's
9545, monitor Boston
might as
Tower,
well show you guys
128.8.
this and no secrets here. So we're off on 9, so 09 or 2 is our heading, and then we should
Monitor Tower, once way,
go to the second part of that departure here. Logan 2, I think we get radar vectors after. Alright, so runway 9, we're going to climb, minimum climb 272 feet to 300. Yeah, that's okay, that's good. Take off runway 9, climb 092 heading thence, expect radar vectors. Okay, cool. We'll do that. So 092, we're going to put that in. Where are you? There you are. 09 or 2, which again is essentially runway heading up to 3,000. Uh-oh, something just beeped again. Somebody's. Oh, I think that must be the voice channel
Boston
there.
ground, Delta 2145 on November, heading over to, off of Echo.
Alright, downwind, tell me, are we
145
close? You want me to hang for a little bit, or
November, Alpha,
are you a little
Echo,
bit still?
Cross runway 15 right on November.
No, go ahead. I'm just
November
gonna
Alpha, Echo, cross 15, right,
I gotta load in
Delta 2145.
whatever.
Alright, sounds
So,
good.
just Go for it.
I just saw that guy in front of me, and I'm like, hey, maybe he found a... Oh, he's coming in. Thought maybe you jumped into a little bit of a smaller one. What is that?
Alright, I am Zulu and Kirchen, Bravo and Lima.
Looks like he has a satellite dish out front. Don't park in front of me, dude. Come on.
Boston ground, good evening.
Come
American
on.
562, holding short of Echo. Next taxi, please.
American 562, Boston ground, good evening.
SR-22. It's pretty dang sweet. The only thing I don't like really is the propeller animation, but otherwise that looks freaking awesome. Okay, well, let's get our taxi clearance and let's get this show on the road down to Nantucket.
American 562, thanks, runway 9, taxi via Kilo, hold short of runway 4 left.
So we're up here, signature, expecting
Runway
Bravo,
9 via Kilo, hold short, runway 4 left.
expecting
American
Bravo
562,
down
thanks.
to probably Bravo Kilo or Bravo Echo Mike. We'll see what happens here. And Boston ground, Duke 626 November at signature, ready for taxi. With Bravo, I should have said.
November 626, November, Boston ground, good evening. Verify squawking 1335.
Oh, jeez. 1335, sorry about that. Dang it. That's twice I've done that today. I had trouble with that. Let's just recycle that.
November 626, November, thanks, runway 9 taxi via Bravo, Kilo. Actually, November 626, November, my apologies. Yep, it is going to be runway 9 runway 9 taxi via Kilo. Sorry, via Bravo, Kilo. Bravo, Kilo, on hold short of runway 4 left on Kilo.
Bravo Kilo, hold short 4 left on Kilo, 626 November. But yeah, I didn't have that squawk entered in correctly out of Teterboro too, so 0 for 2 on that. Okay, strobe, nav can come on, taxi can come on, and we're ready to go.
What was the taxi clearance?
Taxi clearance was Bravo Kilo, hold short 4 left at Kilo. Ah, there's that
American 562,
stinking
monitor Boston Tower,
glitch,
128.8.
dadgummit.
1288, thanks, American 5.
Alright, and alright, gonna just try this. This is gonna not be pretty because we have all this avionics power turned on. Watch this thing hot start and blow out the engine. Otherwise, I have to turn everything off. I lose contact with ground. They get cranky. Come on, don't hot start, don't hot start, don't hot start, don't hot start, don't. Yeah, it's getting there, a little close. Look away, look away, look away. No one sees that red line. Hot start. There we go. Stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. Thank you, Lord, for that small blessing.
You let the clutch out too fast?
I should have, Ken, do you mind just hopping out back and push me and I'll pop the clutch on this next one? I think I put Ken to sleep with my less than entertaining startup procedure here, although now this is entertaining. Will he blow the engine up? Come on, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Come on down. Oh, there we go. Two miracles in the same flight. We will take it. Everything else is good to go. Okay. Woohoo. Let the taxi begin. These turbines they're fun, but they are a little different breed of cat.
Ken, I can hear you, but you're really low.
Oh, I couldn't hear him at all. So yeah, man, I don't want to miss out. I mean, I deserve to be made fun of right there. So please hop in.
He's in. He's just.
Just his mic's down low.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Am I on? What am I on? I'm on Bravo. Okay. Alpha's to my left or to my right. I always get a little nervous when I see guys coming my way, especially planes that are larger than me, which is what most planes are in this particular situation. Mr. Duke. I can hear you a little better, but I don't have my engines blaring. That's part of the deal here, too. Hey, there's an airplane coming in or going out, maybe, on runway 9. Yep, taking off. Think about the level of sophistication that exists in this current game. It is absolutely amazing. That just boggles my mind.
Really good.
Yeah, and yet it's funny because all you hear people talk about is just how, I mean, the frames are terrible and the modeling is terrible and the flight dynamics is, and I'm like, dude, you didn't fly the original flight sim, obviously, with the mesh terrain, and we were happy when you could see like the Statue of Liberty, and it sort of looked like the Statue of Liberty.
Good evening, runway.
This just never fails to blow me away every time.
Taxi via Bravo.
I know nighttime streams aren't the most visually
Taxi via Bravo,
fun to
Lima.
watch, but when you're on the ground,
Bravo.
it's pretty dang cool.
My first flight simulator was one of those stick figures.
Yeah.
Via Bravo,
On a
Lima,
radio
Alpha,
set.
Charlie.
So I'll take
For,
this. any day.
November
Oh,
5th,
no
5
doubt. And I don't have my system. I did upgrade. I was lucky enough to upgrade this summer, but it's still not. I mean, it's not exactly the most powerful rig in the world. I got to have things. It's kind of nice. It's like the old Chevy truck you have in the backyard. You kind of have to have it tuned up just right to maximize it. maybe you disconnect the AM radio so that you have enough power to do that. I don't know anything about engines, so
3776 Boston ground. Good evening. Foxtrot cross runway.
that's what I like about
Actually, American
this.
2176. Were you already given a cross to that runway, sir?
It'd be kind of boring if you had a machine that was powerful enough that you could just run everything on max settings.
All right, let's get it moving, and then I'll give you a tax.
Yeah, wouldn't that be terrible?
Yeah, terrible problem to have. Alright, so we need to get down to Kilo. And there's Charlie. So we have, I think, our next left is
American
Kilo.
2176, taxi, Foxtrot.
At Kilo, we will hold short of 4 left and get some further instructions.
The 445 Boston ground, good evening, taxi via November Bravo Echo to parking, cross runway 15 right.
This is our friend Josh Nunn on ground tonight.
November
Awesome,
Bravo
man.
Echo, cross runway 15 right to parking for Delta 445.
Doing some good work as always.
November 50 Bravo, min instructions, runway 4 left at taxi via Bravo Charlie.
Hi, Bravo Charlie for November 525.
So really looking forward to
Charlie at 4 left, correct?
knocking the dust off of these new aircraft. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Roger.
I'm going to need all the help in the world, I can tell. So I'm going to try to schedule you guys on the stream a little bit so we can have some fun together. Alright, here is, where am I at? Echo, I gotta go one more. That's Echo. Next one is Kilo. But man, what a fortunate
6 November Monitor Boston Tower 128.8.
Monitor Tower 128.8, 626 November. What a lucky break. So okay, let me get here and change that over. So I was a little bit bummed out because I missed the PMDG sale because I
November 626, November Boston Tower, good evening on Kilo, cross runway 4 left.
on Kilo Cross 4 left, 626 November. I missed the sale. I was really
It's been a long night in case you haven't told.
hey, no worries, 626 November. No idea why I just gave my call sign
Okay,
there.
turn right into Mike, advise ready for departure.
Right turn on Mike, we'll call you ready for departure, 626 November. Alright, is that, now I'm horsing around here, trying to tell stories when I should be focusing on my...
Yeah, this airport's like
Oh, it's a maze,
most
isn't it?
crisscrossed mess that I remember landing here and you had airplanes coming at you from 8 directions.
Yeah, it would
It was
freak me
scary.
out, yeah.
It was scary. I mean, I was a passenger. I'm like, I can see airplanes pointing at each other.
Should this be happening? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Trim is set, flaps approach. That is set. Runway 092 is set. I think we're ready to fly. Do I have my... Oh, the one thing I don't have is I don't have Marconi set. And I am also going to set... Oh, I should be good. So I'm going to do 112.7 just in case we have to track the Boston VOR outbound. So we'll have 112.7 and then Marconi 114.7. So we'll be ready to...
Thank you. I'm following along at home.
Alright, sweet. So I'm gonna let's see, is that... So that's not picking up just yet. Okay, so I'm okay with that. So we are essentially... We're going to be tracking, if I look at this correctly, even though we're going to be departing on a 09 or 2, we're going to be basically tracking about this 130 outbound heading. So I'm going to do that to start. 130 outbound. I know it's pointing inbound right now, but that'll change here in just a second. And Tower 626 November, ready for departure.
November 626, November, fly heading 130 on departure with variable is 3, runway 9 or full length, clear for takeoff.
130 on departure, runway 9 ready for, or clear for takeoff, 626 November. Alright, sweet, that makes it even easier, because we'll just track, essentially, we'll just track outbound. We're going to be, well, let's just see how it lines up. It's so hard to tell when you're right like within a mile of the actual vortex. Alright, that's final's clear because they never land that way anyway. Runway is clear. We're just going to roll right into it. I see Niner. Slowly advance the throttle, try not to over torque. Long enough runway. I don't have any flaps down. Rotation speed for 0 flaps, I think is
Have a great night.
no, 120 is V2, 110 I think. There we go, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
I can't even watch now. I've got 2 different other people in the house.
Alright, well,
Streaming video, and I'm the loser in this one.
well, Ken, thanks for stopping by, man. I'm going to be back on Friday, and then if nothing else, maybe swing in Saturday because I've got some cool stuff planned up in Alaska. So, you know, get your Tundra tires on your bush plane and join us up there in the Anchorage area, man. But have a good rest of your night. Over to departure 626 November. See ya.
Thanks for stopping by, Ken.
It's cool,
Nice
dude.
visit.
Okay, flaps up.
For the invite, I've got very slow internet here, and so I have to compete with everybody for the bandwidth.
Understood.
I live out in the sticks, and so I'm on a rural phone company.
Oh man, yeah.
DSO.
Boston departure Duke 626 November, climbing 1,700. Gotta get that phraseology right. 1,700 climbing 3,000 is what I should have said.
6 November, Boston.
That sounds
Departure
more
radar
better.
contact on the maintain 7,000. Correct. Cody.
Climb and maintain 7,000. Direct Marconi 626 November. Yeah, I just stuttered with my words. Sometimes. Okay, 7,000 up and away. There you go, Boston. See you later, dude. Come on, give me the runway lights. Come on, load them in. Load them in. Load them in. This will be a good picture. Bummer. Oh, there we go. Sweet. City in the background. Nice.
All right, I'm flying along with you here at
Cool.
Just offline.
Okay.
And I am 2,500 climbing 7,000, same as you. And
All right.
then, let me check my distance here. 42 and a half to the VOR.
All right, so I'm still tracking outbound right now, but I'm going to flip it over because I'm already 7 miles out, so I should be able to get Marconi now. Yep, there we go, Marconi.
I see nothing but water and an oil rig.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff out here. Just about done where we can look outside on the stream, unfortunately, but that's all right. I might just hand fly this all the way in. This thing is just a dream to fly. It is my favorite GA aircraft. There's no question about it. I like it. I like it the best. Was so happy when it was able to make the trip over to P3D, and even more happy when it actually also still worked when they upgraded it to 4.5, because they're no longer providing any kind of service for it. The guys that were Real Air is the developer, and they disbanded. One of the two guys though is now part of Vertex Sim, and they've created that Diamond DA, is it this DA62 They have one something similar for that for Carenado, but this one here from Vertex Sim, it is like holy guacamole, man! It is. It has got everything, every switch, every circuit breaker, the coffee pot. I mean, it all works, man. It's it is something else. So that was going to be my backup plan if this thing ever fails to load up in, I'm sure that in future versions at some point it's just going to be, the coding is just not going to match, and so it's nice to have that backup because I know what they put into this sucker, and yeah, pretty dang cool. Oh, and so I'm yammering away, and I'm through 8,000 feet. Holy cow! I tell you.
Altitude capture is your friend.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hand fly it like like I'm a pilot, and here I am just not paying attention. You can't be a streamer and a pilot, or at least I can't.
No, that's too much to watch. I'm at 6,000, still climbing to 7.
November 626 November. Be at 8,000.
A little slower than you
Be
are.
at 7,000. I can be 9,000 if you're looking for higher.
No, that's my mistake. We're descending back to 7,000. Our apologies. 626 November.
November 26 November, no problem.
All right. So while we're doing that, we're overspeeding.
They're 1021.
We're gonna pull that down. It's gonna just be a triumvirate. Here's where the engines really will fail.
November 26 November, kind of cross the center 134.
134.7, 626 November. And I actually have a generator that's off. I need to turn that on. Okay. What have I got like a warning here. Oh, jeez, crappity. Now I'm 6,000. Alright, I can't do it all. I'm overspeeding. I don't know if you can see the jitter that's going on there. But it's about to start breaking apart. Why am I going down? Holy cow. I'm struggling here, downwind, struggling. Alright, let's arm the altitude. Let's start climbing, please, for the love of all that's holy. Now I'm down to 4,800. I should have quit while I was ahead. I should have just went into the FBO, got myself a hot chocolate and a donut, and called it a good night. 3470. 3470. I'm gonna get made fun of by
4733 Delta 683.
It's okay, we can't hear them.
Delta 95, 45 to center maintain.
They've actually invited me to their TeamSpeak channel, and it's funny to listen to them, and I can almost guarantee you what they're saying right now is, what in the world is this guy doing? I'm going to get to 7,000, and I'm going to just level off like nothing happened, and I'm just going to pray that he doesn't acknowledge the fact that I'm way unstable. Okay, I am going to be turning at a 195 outbound radial here. So let's get that set and ready to go. And luckily he's busy enough. Maybe he really truly won't recognize. 116.2 is our next frequency. Boston Center, good evening. Duke 626 November, 7,000. Right where we're supposed to be the whole time.
Good evening, Cape Center 3006. Expect a visual approach runway 24.
3006. Expect the visual runway 24, 626 November.
I'm just giggling over here.
Dude. You just gotta always sound like you know what you're doing, right? Who is center today? Who is Boston Center today? Do I recognize that voice? Oh yeah,
Boston Center, good evening.
Jamshid. Oh man, and he won't cut you any slack either, and rightly so. He's giving me heck on TeamSpeak right now. That's okay. I deserve it. All right, 15 miles to go. When we make the turn. Yep. So see right there, he missed that because he was like, "What? What the?" Oh, it's those guys. I tell you what. I think the job that they do is pretty dang crazy. So left gen is in op. Left ignition is still on. That can't be good. Left ignition to auto. Left gen on. Okay, that clears up the annunciator panel, which is good. Left fuel pump. Did I just forget that whole left side panel? Yes, I did. Okay.
Delta 6083 to center maintain 1000 and Bradley
So I
up
just
number 3004.
See Cape Cod come in.
Yep, cool. That's kind of what I'm seeing too here. Awesome, awesome.
If I turn on my stream, can you see it while you stream or not?
Yes. Let me pull it up here. I'll have to mute. That's the only thing that will get funky is if
American 562 at med altitude maintain
there's double the. So
yeah,
I'll wait.
Just mute it.
Yeah, I'll wait to see. Okay, there you are.
I'll turn it.
All right. Yeah, this will be kind of cool. All sorts of new things today on the channel. I like it. I like it.
Well, if I had much time, I would have jumped in and grabbed a couple of charts. I didn't want to just act like a total bozo down there.
Listen, you got me to distract people, so you could just do what you do, man. I'm going to be the one.
Taxiway again?
Over 118.92 for Delta 9545. Good night.
Yeah, you do a perfect impersonation. I tell you, impersonation. I tell you what, that is good. That's spot on. I could turn the yaw damper on here too. I haven't done that yet. So yeah, this is kind of cool. Little road down Cape Cod area. So the cool thing about Cape Cod is my family actually vacationed there this summer. Now I was not included in that vacation, but for good measure, that was the surgery time for my wife, and so I was happily home taking care of her. But they had some fun. Saw the sights. Got into Boston once. I think they spent about 5 days there, and they were surprised at how cold it was. So that's interesting, I think. All right. Yep. Here we go. Pulling your stream up. You are ready to go when.
Okay, looks like the visual for runway 6, Delta 683.
When you come up. Oh, I see you coming live. Oh, gotta have the Twitch ad first. In the meantime, 3.3 miles to Marconi. We'll be ready to make that turn. I do have Nantucket dialed in, so we'll make the turn. We'll tune in Nantucket, and we'll start to think a little bit about the approach. It's the runway 24 visual into Nantucket. Just kind of waiting for this to go idle. No pop heading. It's right about the 1 mile mark. Yep, I see you. Good, man. Oh yeah, and I get a chance to see what that VR situation looks like. Okay, there we go. Lost the VOR, we'll change the heading. We will swap the frequency, and we're going to come all the way around. We said, what did we say? 195.
190 vectors visual approach 1924.
Heading 190 vectors for the visual approach 626 November. Alright, so that takes care of that. We're going to go 190. We would have been tracking the VOR, but we're pretty close. Alright, Downwind Sim, give him some love, man. If you've never checked out, he's in the Caravan. He's got the Oculus. That looks beautiful, dude. Holy cow. That is so smooth. Yeah, got the scratch pad. That looks pretty dang sweet, man. Holy cow. Yep, scenery looks awesome. Yeah, that's pretty stinking impressive. How am I not already following? I thought I'd followed you. Oh, I friended you. I hadn't followed you. Well, now I'm following you, man. You're on your way to 1 million followers right there.
Oh yeah.
Remember
Oh, yeah.
me when you remember us little guys when you get there. All right, I'm gonna keep that going. I am gonna just take a peek here, though. I want to make sure that. Okay, so we're coming in kind of from this north angle here, or north orientation, and probably be a straight in approach into runway 24.
Southwest 234 Boston Center, climb and maintain
I do think we will put in, just in case, we'll put in the ILS. So I need 1091. We won't activate that just yet, and for PD sakes, I just lost you. And then a approach course of 241. So we'll have that ready to go as well. I don't know about you, but downwind, I always like to practice, if I can, picking up the localizer and the glide slope if possible. Now, if they give me like a pretty short, straight in type approach for a visual, I won't, obviously, but I feel like that's always good practice, just to even if nothing else, you just have everything tuned in just in case. I don't know if you do that or not.
Oh
but
yeah. Oh yeah. Always a good idea. For sure.
Southwest 6083,
Plane can do it, then let it do it.
Yeah, well, and I just had a real world pilot tell me that, and they're like, you should just get used to every procedure like that, and that way when you have to really need it, then it's there for you. In fact, my two lowest approaches as far as weather minimums have been in this sim have both been into Nantucket. I just did one actually not too long ago in this plane, and it was nasty, but I felt good because I had practiced that ILS procedure, and it worked out pretty darn well, actually.
What's the code for Nantucket?
Nantucket is 116.2.
I have that, and what's the code for the airport?
The airport is the localizer.
No, the ICAO code.
ACK, Alpha Charlie Kilo. So 29 miles, you bet. 29 miles out here.
Say again, sir?
Making pretty good speed here, actually. Probably could slow it down just a little bit. There's no need to be in a big hurry.
Yeah, it says you're for uniform, just maintain 6,000.
That doesn't look too bad.
2000 Senior 07, that'll be it.
Direct uniform 6,000.
So that when I see the green light that flashes on your screen, is that where you're moving your hand to adjust a knob or something, or what is that exactly?
Yeah, so this is the controller in my hand. Hold on a second, let me turn the camera on so you can see me.
Gotcha.
Air Canada 7678, contact Boston or 33.0. Have a good night.
Over to approach 33.0.
Okay, so this is the controller in my hand. I don't know if you can see me on the
Yep,
stream, and
yep.
you see what I'm holding in front of me.
Gotcha. Okay.
So as I turn this way or this way, it follows.
Oh yeah.
And so I keep this in my right hand, and I can reach up and hit the button or reach over here and turn off the autopilot. Reach down, if like my heading bug I can't get to because my physical yoke's in the way.
Oh
So
yeah.
if I pull the trigger, I get a little laser beam, and then I can
Oh,
reach it.
there you. Oh, that makes sense. So
So
does it kind of?
most everything I can reach, just by reaching over.
Delta 6083, turn right heading 360, vectors visual
Does it kind of almost snap to the different buttons then to kind of help you out, or do you have to be pretty?
No, you gotta. Well, you put it on there, and if you get close enough, it'll
November
light up.
626,
Okay.
November, turn right
Okay.
heading
So it tells me I'm on there,
200,
and then
descend and
there's
maintain
haptic
3000.
feedback as it clicks.
Right turn 200 down to 3000, 626 November. I see. That's pretty dang cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little bit of that coveting thing going on here. That's not a good thing because I just freaking dropped $40+ on add-ons. Not good. Should be happy. Should be thankful for what you have and appreciate that, which I do.
Absolutely.
So, but
Absolutely.
it's yeah, I'm guilty. It's a sin I'm guilty of. I'm working on it. I'm kind of like that guy that, like, after you have a big bowl of ice cream, then I'm like, yeah, I'm on the diet right now, starting right now, man. My willpower's strong.
And I'll start tomorrow.
Yep, that's exactly right. No, start right now. I just finished the ice cream, but I'm starting now.
And I'm full, so I'll start tomorrow.
All right, down we go. Over speed. Nobody knows. Yes, we are.
All right. 109.10 is the localizer.
Yep. 109.10 and heading of. I have a heading of 241.
Okay, that matches up pretty close to what I am.
So I am kind of. I'm like a little bit of a 45 to final type of thing here. So just kind of a straight in is what I'm looking at. Now I'm only 16 miles out, so maybe I should allow myself to get down a little bit quicker.
Yeah, so I double speeded to catch up with you.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm 11. No, let's see. Yeah, I'm 11 miles out.
All right, so you're about 5 miles in front of me. You could be down and you can have the hot chocolate ready for me.
683.
So you see this view out my front window here?
Right. Oh, I lost your audio.
November 66, November, descend and maintain 2000.
Keep it down to 2000, 66 November. I lost your audio somehow there. Downwind. Don't know what happened.
How about now?
I got you back now. Okay, so go ahead. You said, see this view outside my window, and that's when I lost you.
It just looks great. Looks fantastic. I wonder what it costs to live out here.
Oh, Lord. Who knows? Yeah. I can't even imagine.
Probably a little more than Wyoming.
Maybe the
And
same
Illinois.
as all of Wyoming combined.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, to put it in perspective, I was talking to, maybe it was you. It's hard. Things just blend into one. But I had two of my staff members that went to Orlando, to Disney World for vacation with their family this summer. They happened to be there at the same weekend.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
And the whole our second largest city is what they see every day.
Delta 3159, information Bravo Square. Expect the ILS 184 right approach.
I love Wyoming.
They move people in and out of there. It's a rat race all the time.
I hear the winter is the better time to go because that's the off season and it's a little bit more sane, but I don't know that. I haven't been able to verify that, but
yeah. So if you ever retire, go in like September because
okay.
Everybody goes back to school.
Oh,
That's the time
that makes sense.
Delta 6083
So I have relatives that have a timeshare on the Panhandle there by I think Tallahassee, and they've invited us down, and I'd like to go. I've never been to Florida. I'd like to go down there someday. I'm not much of a world traveler.
10 miles report when you have it in.
3012, and we will be looking for the airport 626 November. See, 3012? 3002, I bet. Oh, maybe not. Alright, where are you? I know there, I can vaguely see the island.
TOS
So,
not
Delta
available.
6083, Bradley Airport, 12.15 miles, report when you have it in sight.
3006 is what my
Control
my
point, we
active
have
sky
sight
is
for
saying.
Delta 63.
Alright, looking. I think I see an airplane over there.
TOS
Delta 683, we
available.
have the airport in sight.
Oh, that's actually the
Number 626 November, to right heading 230.
right turn 230, and we have the airfield, 626 November.
Number 626 November, clear
I'm
visual
still
approach runway
looking, never been here.
Cleared for the visual approach, runway 24, 626 November.
Delta 683, clear visual approach runway 6.
It's just your basic private island
Clear for the visual 116.
for the
Delta
millionaire
683.
class, you know, no big deal.
Oh yeah, just the basic.
Yeah, just like a regular flight, you know. So they have kind of one of the approaches has like an interesting noise abatement procedure that like you have to fly around the horn, and there's like a lighthouse and stuff that you have to stay, I don't know if it's east or north of or something like that. It's kind of interesting, but otherwise it's pretty standard, except for I think the thing that they're kind of known for is just this funky kind of marine weather that it can be beautiful everywhere else, and it's like you know, soup down to minimums. And it's just like the strangest thing, but that also makes it fun.
50 miles south.
All right, we are
450.
at the outer marker.
Number 751 Alpha Juliet, Boston Center, squad 4704.
And on come the, I never did turn the taxi and landing lights off, so that's
Number 70 Echo Uniform,
good
flight
thing.
200, vectors
Going
island
to
I'm
it.
4.5 out and just picked up the localizer. And that
Okay.
helps me
Oh,
find
you're
the
4.5 out now?
200.
So I somehow got in front of you then, because I'm on a 1 mile final.
Number 626 November, wind 170 at 4, runway 24, clear line.
Clear to land runway 24, 626 November.
Delta
Okay.
683,
Flap
wind
speed,
calm,
there comes the
runway
first
signal line.
notch.
Only
They're
six clear to land,
still
Delta
too
683.
high. Throw
Number
some
751
power back
Alpha
in.
Juliet, radar contact, 43 miles
Gear
south.
coming
of
down.
Center maintain flight level 230.
Ka-chunk. I love that sound.
230, citation 1 up.
And final notch of flaps. We are just a skosh high still. I did not brief the missed approach procedure. We'll fly runway heading and just listen to what the ATC tells us.
And there's nothing to
Delta
hit.
1253, descend via the
Nope.
Bayfront to arrival, runway 4 right, the Boston altimeter 3004.
Alright, we're going to be a little high and a little far down the runway, but we have plenty of real estate here, so not too worried. And we're not that high. Oddly enough, though, I never did pick up. Oh, I know why I didn't, because I didn't switch my frequency over. Like, I never did pick up the glide slope, but there's a reason for that. Alright, speed looks good. Getting pushed to the right just a little bit. Like I say, we're going to be down the runway just a hair. Not too bad.
Just landed.
Alright, cool, man. I'm right on your 6.
I'm gonna pull over and park. You can do a
Alright,
replay
sounds
for me,
good.
And I'll do a replay for you.
Sweet. Alright, there's the reversers.
Delta 3159, flight present, maintain 7000.
Which I don't really need, but I just like to engage them because I think it sounds cool. And I'm going to have to catch the next taxiway here. Delta. Alright, Delta. This landing brought to you by Downwind Sim binoculars. The best binoculars that Simulation
626
Aviation come
November,
by.
welcome to Nantucket
I'm
Taxi,
dying.
Echo Charlie.
I'm dying.
Yeah, right turn Delta for 626 November to the gate. Thanks. I think that call was for me. Delta Echo. All right, I'm gonna get into the far reaches of the parking area tonight. I'm not going to worry about going too far. I do want to watch
Carenado 36, sending it about altitude
your landing.
4,000.
Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful bird. Holy cow, man! That I love. Is that Carenado? Who makes that?
Carenado 7678, hold out 4000.
Yep, that's the Carenado. So
That's pretty dang sweet. Versatile. I mean,
I can go back here and open this door.
sorry guys, I have him up on my other screen here, so if you're watching this, you're probably like, what's he talking about? What's he looking at? Let me get parked here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And we'll watch his replay. And we'll get ourselves shut down. Oh yeah, I'm sure your money. Alright, shutting down.
5,000.
I am going to
5,000.
disconnect so we don't have too much of the ATC. Let me turn everything off here first. Clean things up. Trim back to 0. Alright, master avionics off. Inverter off. Gen off. Auto ignition off. Battery off. And welcome to Nantucket. Okay, let's take a look. See here. Oh, so you're in the tower looking around now. That's freaking cool. All right, let's take a look at our friends landing here. And wait, how do I do that? How do you do a replay? Will I have to?
No, give me just a second. I'll back it up. Hold on a second.
All right. I'll do the same thing while you're doing that. I thought there was a way to like in YouTube where you could just pull the video back, but I guess that doesn't make sense because you haven't finished your stream just yet. Alright, so instant replay. I'm gonna need, wow, I've been sitting here for a while, taxiing for a while. That's too far. I really need a better way to do this, there's no doubt. Alright, you got yours ready? I think X-Plane has a huge advantage when it comes to this.
Hold on,
okay. Alright, one more real quick instant replay. So,
Alright, can you see this?
I can see it. Let's pull her on here. Okay, I need to pause mine real fast while we watch yours. Okay, onward and inward.
So during the replay mode, I can put myself wherever I want to, but I can still look up and down.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So it kind of gives you vertigo because you're kind of floating out in space.
Well, and like I said, I've seen a few guys that have tried to stream with the VR, and I get a little bit of vertigo because they're, you know, as a pilot, you're looking around at everything and here and there, and that's kind of, after a while, the camera movement kind of is like, oh boy, that's not good. But I didn't feel like that. Maybe it's because I was going back and forth between yours and mine, but
yeah. So here's my view from inside.
Right.
Just sit still.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, man, nice stable approach. crosswind pushing you just a little bit, but not bad. Perfect flare. Right on the touchdown zone. Shoot. That was a
There you go.
that was a free clinic brought to you by Downwind Sim.
I like the comments. Binoculars brought to you by. I
All
love
right.
that one.
Let's see if I can. I am currently.
Yeah, let me. I'm going to turn mine off.
Go ahead,
and,
no
Give
problem.
me just a second.
Because I don't know where I'm at right now. I'm tracking. All right, there we go. So you've got a second. I've got my. I'm on.
Okay, I'm watching.
All right, so I'm inbound here, and I was a little high. I don't know what the best view is. Probably about it. I was trying to get the tower view, but I'm too far away.
You can put me back inside. That's fine. I'm watching from the inside. There you go. Yeah, your attitude indicator doesn't keep up, does it? It's just, I guess it's assuming you're stopped.
Yeah, so right now you can hear the sounds are kind of funky, so it's assuming everything is shut down, and it does. So the replay on P3D is really terrible. That's why I don't do it. But the flight itself, it does record at least, and
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean it's not bad.
I stopped using Flight Simulator like 2004, maybe. No,
Yeah.
something like that. I never went to P3D.
Yeah.
Once Microsoft sort of abandoned it, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I want to stay here.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That was kind of.
Yeah, so I went to X-Plane on X-Plane 9.
Yeah.
And it was, I'll be honest with you, it was rough. It wasn't, the eye candy wasn't what, Flight Simulator was, but it's come a long way.
It has, and it's growing faster than P3D is. I mean, if you follow the different social media outlets and people that keep track of that, there's like 5 development stories for X-Plane for every one for P3D. I mean, it's clear that is growing by leaps and bounds, and really a great platform.
And I enjoy, kind of programming and creating scenery and all that stuff as well.
Yeah.
And, the whole X-Plane attitude toward all of that is like, here's how it all works, here's how to make stuff, and ask us questions, and here's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Microsoft never did.
No. And that's I think I'm hearing that. Maybe it's you that's been telling me that. Is that it's so much more. Yeah, the developer tools are so much more user friendly, and all right, are we out? What are we out here? Yeah, I'm not able to get back. All right, but anyway, so well, hey man, this was fun. This was a ton of fun. Let's do it again, huh?
Yeah, sounds great. Hey, so before I jump off here, I have ortho scenery cooking for Alaska at the moment.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let me do this. Let me end my stream, and I'll stay on the voice channel with you, and we'll talk a little bit about what's in the works. Does that work?
I'll just I'll be over here polishing up my binoculars.
Sweet. All right. Well, hey, for everybody else that maybe comes across this, hope you enjoy watching. It's been a lot of fun. ATC, as always, thank you so much. Downwind's talking about something I've got coming up on Saturday, which is up in the dog days of Alaska, up by Anchorage. Hope you can join us there right about midnight Zulu again, like always. We will be in Albuquerque on Friday night doing the Friday night ops. Have no idea yet where I'm going to come from or what plane I'll be in, but those are our next 2 big events coming up, so hope you can join us. And until next time, we'll be looking for you on the TCast. You guys have yourself a great evening. Take care.